What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dallas coming to you with another YouTube video. And in this video, I want to share with you some marketing mindset. This would be related to any platform, but I'm going to specify some things for the Instagram platform. And the greater concept of this video is interruption marketing versus permission marketing. So I hope you will enjoy it. I've spent some time to put this all together. But before I get into it, I really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be posting more entrepreneurship, more business and finance related content in the future. So if that's something you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. So let's get into the video. Let's talk a little bit about how we got here, right? So I actually recorded back in the day when I originally started this channel. I had a video about permission marketing. I think I had two videos, and I think I was way ahead of my time. I really didn't understand completely how important understanding what permission marketing is would give me basically make all the difference in my business. But I had to learn over and over again. So let's define them. So interruption based marketing, characterized by like advertisements. Basically, the person that is hearing your brand message is not expecting to be interrupted. So they're listening, like in their car, they're listening to the radio, and they have the advertisements. And if they're listening, then here you come on with your spill, right? Or they're listening like on Pandora or Spotify, and then there's an advertisement section where you pay money to interrupt people in their day to present them with your message. Now, the thing is, interruption marketing still works, and some of the bigger brands who have a lot of money to put forward towards these things, they, if you're watching commercials on TV in an hour or 2 hour period, take note of how many companies are able to repeat their commercial in that period, and they're paying some nice money if they're on TV to do so. And that is interruption based marketing, because you're not asking them to market to you, right? They're on a platform which you're interested in, right? You're just interested in the content of that platform, and what they're doing is basically they're stepping in front of your content to say, hey, this is what I'm selling. So interruption marketing does work, but it's very, very, let me rephrase, it's significantly less effective than permission marketing. And there's a book that I recommend you read here. It's called Permission Marketing by Seth Godin. Hope I got his last name correct. But this book is about it's very simple at first. It just basically helps you understand like why permission marketing is where the future of marketing is for your business. All right, let's talk about Instagram, right? This is why. Let's get directly relevant to the platform, or the reason like why you may be watching this, like Instagram. So in order to be successful as a business on Instagram, you have to obviously post great content consistently. You have to interact with your audience on a daily basis, and you have to send DMs. You have to send outbound DMs and respond to inbound DMs. But let's just talk about the outbound, where you're trying to get somebody who may not be interested like at that moment in what you're doing, and basically you're interrupting them in their day to start a conversation, to see if you can get something going, right? And sometimes that works. It definitely works, but sometimes you get ghosted, right? You have a few messages here and there, and then they decide, okay, maybe this isn't right for me. I'm gonna stop responding to this person, right? And this happens to me. It definitely happens. You know what I'm saying? The more followers you have, the more credibility you have. Maybe it gets a little bit better, but the point is you'll always run into it. And the thing is, another part, right? So for running my digital marketing business on a daily basis, my goal is to call at least, I'd say anywhere from 15 to 20 people a day. I don't always hit that goal, but these are interruption based calls. Like, unless we have like scheduled weekly meetings, and we know that like Tuesday at 11 a.m. this is our time for our marketing call. If I'm trying to get a new client, then I'm calling. I'm interrupting people in their day. They answer, hey Dallas, how's it going? Oh yeah, I've got time. What's on your mind? What's up, right? They don't know what's going on, and I'm trying to have a conversation with them and eventually work them a way around, what I'm saying, to a sell. Maybe if I talked to them before, they already kind of know what I do, so I'll remind them of the offer that I have, or maybe some type of special. But the point is, I'm interrupting them in their day. And even though that I have, this pleasing personality that I built, and I meet them where they're at, I'm still interrupting them. And that day, they didn't necessarily decide that, I want to focus on marketing today. So it's just significantly less effective. I really hope you understand what I'm saying, because I spent months trying to figure this out, something I already knew, but then now I'm back here again. So what's the resolution to this? It's focusing more on permission-based marketing for everything you're doing. So on Instagram, the simplest permission-based marketing you have is when somebody follows you. They give you permission to be on their timeline. And as long as you're providing helpful and relevant content on a consistent basis, you're continuing to build trust with them and to nurture the relationship you have with your followers, then for the most part, they will always follow you. And you always retain that permission to communicate with them on Instagram. But really, what you should think about if you're a brand owner or business owner is you should have your own real estate, which would be a website, email list, and CRM. We'll talk about all the different assets you should have in the future. But at the very core level, I would say maybe the email list is first, because you could develop an email list without having a website. But the website should come sooner than later, because you want to own your own real estate. I don't know if we talked about this in the future, but all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, they all have that neat little, terms of agreement that says they reserve the right to block you at any time for any reason. And there's no necessary trial or feedback process, any of that. They don't need any of that. And YouTube's a nice platform, right? With the 3-strike rule and all that type of stuff. They give you that appearance that things are fair, but honestly, they could just disregard that and just cut people off at any point. So you should have your own website and your own email list, and both of those assets, particularly the email list, allows you to communicate with people. And then, as business is evolving, we've had Facebook Messenger as well as SMS as well. So having text messages, right, that you can send to your clients. These are ways to get directly, to the people you need to talk to. And the biggest thing from this is they give you their permission to market to them. You know what I'm saying? So when you're emailing them, when you're texting them, they're like, well, you know what I'm saying? This is Dallas, or this is, fill in your name. And okay, I remember I told him it was cool if he could market to me, if he could send me, some educational stuff on business and motivation. So this is cool. This message is cool. They may not read it, but they may not delete it either. They may save it for later, or they may read it. They may take action on it. The biggest thing you should understand here is it's cool to run an ad. It's cool to boost a post, spend some money interrupting people. There are companies that will always exist, that will be bigger than yours, that will have a bigger marketing budget, and will be able to basically spend way more money interrupting the people you're trying to interrupt. So for most of us who are building our marketing presence on Instagram, if you're building a small digital marketing agency, we usually don't have that much money to really go hard on advertising. Not saying it can't work, but I'm saying a more effective way would be permission-based marketing. And this would be for your clients, right? But think about your prospects. So the way permission marketing works in this case, we'll definitely be talking about this more in the future, because there's no way I could break all this down into this video. And if you like it, please give a thumbs up so far. But what I've learned lately, and I'm going to be recommending another book. I don't know the exact title, but the author, it's Mira, and it's 300 email ways, tips, or whatever. Here's where we're going here. You start off with a lead magnet. And what a lead magnet is in my definition, is something that's so good, so valuable to your prospect that they're willing to give you their name and their email address in transfer, in exchange, okay, for your lead magnet. Now, the best lead magnet I've seen so far, it's from this guy's name is Cy Blackburn. He's a coach. It was a full out course. It was like 14 videos. It was a community. He had PDFs. Like, that was crazy. And that was all for free. Like, incredible lead magnet. But some of us, right, we have to start, like, the simplest lead magnets you can start with, like an easy checklist, like a little 1-page PDF checklist, you know, for something people are trying to accomplish in your niche. And then I'd say maybe the next level is like a ebook, a really small ebook. And then maybe, you know, if you're really good at creating freebies like offers, lead magnets, then you could try like a little free course or something like that. But I'd highly recommend you try the checklist, or a simple ebook, or maybe even a playlist, an exclusive playlist, an unlisted playlist on YouTube of videos where you're teaching or telling people, you know, how to get to a certain goal in a specific topic. Like, that would be a great idea for a lead magnet. And what you can do is you can set up something called a landing page, which we may have to talk about in the future too. There's a lot going on. Hopefully you know what landing page is. If you don't, it's simply a website, but it's a website designed just to capture an email address and first name. It's not a website with all the bells and whistles, you know what I'm saying, with the about and the home and services. Like, no, a landing page is simply, here's the lead magnet, here are the benefits that the lead magnet provides. If you're interested, name, email address, submit button. Okay, and the lead magnet is designed to build your email list. But here's what we're getting at, right? So first of all, you've got a lead magnet that is specific and relevant. Okay, so let's say you have your little ebook developed, and maybe you have a landing page, but you could also go direct, right? You can call people or message people, and as you get the conversation going, you kind of fill them out. You say, hey, I've got a lead magnet for you. You don't say I have a lead magnet. I have an ebook for you, and I'll trade. Yeah, it's probably not the best idea to do it like that, but I've done it like that, so it is what it is. But so what I'm saying is you can literally communicate with people and ask them politely for their email address and send them, you know what I'm saying, send them the ebook to their email address, and then collect their email address and maybe tell them, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be posting more marketing content and stuff and sending that to your email. But that's the reason why you would have a landing page, because a landing page would essentially communicate that, and it would automate the download process so that after they put their first name and email in, they will get an automatic download. So you're not the one, you know, sending files and sending emails. So landing pages are indeed very important. Here's what I'm getting at here. You've got your lead magnet, and people have given you permission to market to them. So at this point, you design your email campaign or your SMS campaign. You know what I'm saying? If you're collecting phone numbers as well, I just tend to go for the first name phone number of their prospect. And then once I fill them out, they do become a client for my marketing business. Then we'll get phone numbers and all that good jazz too. And I haven't implemented an SMS campaign for my business yet, just a little fresh on the email marketing. And I'm working on a better lead magnet right now. So I have a book that I already produced. It's called the Influencer Starter Guide. And I'm working on, I would say, like another book that's more relevant for like the time period that we're in, 2021, because my other book was a year ago. And also making this lead magnet more specific and relevant so that when somebody reads it, like they can take action and achieve their goal. Because I think that's gonna be the most important thing, is like when somebody gets my lead magnet, like not only does it look nice, right? It's designed, it looks beautiful, but they can apply it. It's simple to apply, and then they can follow the steps to get a certain outcome in their life. And I feel like with that lead magnet, you know, then what you can do is you can set up your email campaign to essentially teach people more about like the problems they're having, and all related to this lead magnet. That's why I say like it starts with a solid lead magnet, because your email communications are essentially elevating your client or your prospect to become a client. So letting them know more about what you offer, letting them know more about the other tools and things like resources available to them to help them get to their goal. And then sometimes maybe something fun but still relevant to your brand, like having that all kind of designed into your email communications so that they're automated All while this person gave you permission in the front run, right? So they gave you permission for a lead magnet, probably didn't think too much of it, but now they're getting emails that are completely relevant to that lead magnet and helping them achieve more of the goal that the lead magnet helps them to resolve. But here's what we're getting at here. The email campaign allows you to set your prospect or your client up to buy your big ticket purchases. I cannot stress the importance of this. Like, the reason why I would still be recording this video. Yeah, I know I've been rambling a little bit, but like this is really important because it took me a while to figure this out. I've been calling people like every day, right? I've identified the need. Like, I call them, they tell me, yeah, Dallas, I need marketing. Like, I want to do this, I want to accomplish this, and I know I just need to get better with social media. I want to be consistent, all this type of stuff. And it's cool, right? And I'm inspired. And I love coaching, my marketing clients. Like, respect to them, for everybody, who's even watching this far. But here's the thing. Interruption marketing is just, it works, but it's exhausting, and you got to call a lot of people. You got to talk to a lot of people, make a lot of offers, right? And it can be a little discouraging because if you're prospecting correctly, then these people need what you're offering. So it's like, why are they taking their time, or why, and I understand life happens and stuff like that, but sometimes life isn't happening. People still aren't hitting you up, right? So that's why you have to have a strong permission marketing setup for any platform you're using, especially Instagram. And what that means is, changing your bio to your website, no longer having like a link tree, but your actual website or landing page where you can collect email addresses. So using Instagram to collect email addresses, right? So you trade, and that's the thing, like it may be kind of difficult, or let's say it like this, it's not difficult at all, because I was just calling people, asking them and texting like, hey, can I get your email address? I'm about to start like a newsletter or whatever. And that wasn't hard at all. I could definitely build my email list that way, right? But what ended up happening here is now I have an email list full of people all looking for like motivation, and they kind of don't really know I'm a marketer and I'm trying to sell them and I want coaching clients and stuff. So it was just kind of, it's kind of difficult now as I address my marketing like talk like in the campaigns from here, right? So I've kind of paused on the email marketing, but what I should have done, and what I'm going to do next time, like here in the next few months or so, I'm going to develop a more specific and relevant lead magnet. Like I said, it's going to be an ebook, probably with like an exclusive video playlist, like 7 to 10 videos or something like that. And it's going to help people resolve like very specific problems, like with Instagram, like growing your following, being consistent, using hashtags, communicating in DMs, closing sales on Instagram, stuff like that, right? So when people exchange their email address for that lead magnet, I also understand like that's what they really want to learn and what they want to grow on, right? See, when they give me permission, it's like them kind of like they're raising their hand saying, yeah, I'm interested in this, right? And as long as I don't break their trust, and for some people, they may jump off the email list because I'm emailing too often, but as long as I don't break their trust and I'm always giving value to my email list, then they should stay on. And I have their permission to contact them at any point without any platform, like without needing any platform such as Instagram or YouTube or Facebook to keep in touch with the people who are so critical to my bottom line. Okay, so I hope you understand why this is important. Like I said, I highly recommend you read Permission Marketing. The other book I'm talking about, I'll recommend it in the description as well. And if you're a brand owner, business owner, or if you're even thinking about it, I highly recommend you learn more about permission marketing by reading this book. And also, I would say learn more about like email marketing and SMS marketing and Facebook Messenger, because these are ways, and I would say too, so first of all, email marketing and SMS marketing, not necessarily Facebook Messenger because it's got the word Facebook on it, so it's part of a platform, which means you're in dangerous territory if the platform were ever to change any of the features, or if they just block you for any reason. Just like block, you know what I'm saying? Good try, you know what I'm saying? Have a nice one. So you want to own your own list and your own domain, you know what I'm saying? Own your own website, because these are the most critical assets for any brand owner or business owner. And if you think any differently, let me know in the comments. This is just what I found to be true so far, and I will let you guys know if that changes anytime soon. That's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give that thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, leave a comment. We can talk, we can chat about anything. Subscribe for more content like this. Hit that notification bell, and I will be back with more in the future. Have a nice day. Peace.